We're now going to have a look at annotative styles. Now you can apply annotation scaling to text, dimensions, blocks, hatching, multi-leaders and so on. Now we're going to look at some text and some dimension styles, but we're going to look at them in an annotative fashion. Now if I hover over our dimension here, you'll see two little blue symbols appear. Can you see those? That tells me that there are multiple annotation scales applied to that dimension. Now in previous exercises we applied the 1 to 50 and the 1 to 30 annotative scales to that dimension. So the way to check that is to actually click on the object itself, like the dimension here, right click and go to Properties, and you can see there that it is annotative, yes, annotative scale 1 to 50, but if I click there and then click on the little 3-dot box there, it tells me those three annotation scales are applied to that dimension. 1 to 1, 1 to 30, 1 to 50. I'll just cancel that and close the Properties palette now. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at this text on the left hand side where it says structural column. We've got two bits of text there. I want to change those to a text style that is annotative. So I need to go to the Annotate tab, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click on the little arrow here on the text panel, and that takes me into my text style manager. Now at the moment those bits of text are using labels model 150. I need to create a new text style. Now this is going to be labels annotative, okay? So I'll type that in. I always put it in capitals, it's easier to see, so annotative in capitals like so, and then I OK it. Now the good thing is that's adopted the settings from my labels model 150, but I'm going to make it annotative, and notice now it gives me a paper text height. Now I was working with a scale of 1 to 50, so I need to divide that by 50 to give me 3 millimeters high. So every time I place the text now, the paper text height will be 3, but the text here should stay the same height. Now what I'm going to do there is I'm going to apply that to the labels annotative style there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that now, and if I click here like so and here and go right click and Properties, notice how more important the Properties palette is now. It's always there. So we need to look, is it annotative? No, it's not, because we need to change the style here to the annotative style like so. So I click there, they become annotative. Annotative yes, annotative scale 1 to 50 like so. If I just click in that box there though and click on there, you'll see that it's only applied the 1 to 50 scale. That's because at the moment the annotation scale down on the status bar at the bottom of the screen is at 1 to 50. So if I just close those down and close the Properties palette now and hit escape, if I hover over those now, look, they are annotative and they've got one symbol showing they've got one annotation scale there. I'm going to go to the Layout tab now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan up here a little bit. I'm going to go to my Home tab, go to my Viewports layer, and I'm going to create a new single viewport just here in this bottom right corner. So I go to View, Viewports are there, click there, New Viewport, Single Viewport, and OK it. And I'm going to place it from that corner there to that corner there. Now I'm going to zoom in, and as you can see, there's my text there. But what I want is I want that text to be annotative in that viewport. So I'm going to double click, zoom in so that I can only see the front entrance like so, and check my scale. 0.035, roughly 1 to 30. So let's go for 1 to 30 there as well. That's perfect, but look, the text has disappeared because that particular scale hasn't been applied to that annotative text. So I double click outside the viewport, I go back into my Model tab, there's my text there. I need to apply that 1 to 30 scale. So what I'm going to do is select those two there like that. I can then right click, Annotative Object Scale, and I want to add Delete Scales. I click on Add here, 1 to 30, I OK it, and I OK it again there. They now have, look, two blue symbols, meaning multiple annotative scales. If I go to the A1 Landscape tab, there's my two bits of text displaying at the 3mm high as per the annotative text style that I created. So you can see there that they now display, but they are annotative.